gonna try to put this at the highest. Wait, hold up. How y'all record this review in 1080 60p when the game don't even run at 1080 60p? I'm just saying. It runs at 4K 30. That's what the cap was. Game ain't 1080 60. Nah, man, what we doing? We're getting 10s across the board. Facts, and I'm gonna be the one putting all the 10s up. I want to get Gotham Knights too, but I'm scared it's like Avengers game. Oh, don't say that, I said Poison. Don't say that. Honestly, Gotham Knights looking kind of mid. It's looking less than mid, honestly. So hopefully the game can't even hit a consistent 60 frames per second at 4K on a 4090. Oh, Lord.
Fucking wait, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
That's stupid, guys.
I think it is the DC Avengers. Let's look, because we still got Suicide Squad. Don't forget Suicide Squad is coming out. What was that? That wasn't my connection, was it? No. What is that? Why get all pixelized?
For everything I'd seen up to this point, Gotham Knights appeared to have all the makings of the ambitious, action-packed smash hit that it was clearly intended to be. I mean, who wouldn't want a new co-op-centric take?
Let's be real. How long has this game been in production? Like, how long has this game been rumored, been like teased? Like, how long has this game like really been like, you know, out there for us to know like, oh, we're getting this? Warner Bros. Montreal is trash. They're the ones that made Arkham Origins, right? I got that one. It should be. Yeah, I got it. It's right next to Series Wrath. They're the ones that made Arkham Origins, right? Yeah, that one kind of felt like a copy paste of City. It literally felt like a copy paste of City, just with a different story. Literally, it did not improve on anything to me. It was cool, but it just felt like, Isn't it crazy that at some point of our lives we saw news about Kim Jong-un faking his death? I'm so confused. What? What up, Cujo?
On Rocksteady's spectacular Batman Arkham games that's built for the current console generation. But then, as I played it for 30 hours, it just kept hitting me with bad news. Underwhelming combat. A weak, predictable story. Puzzling progression design choices. Sub 30 frame rates. I'm left wondering how it...
Sub 30? No.
Robert, stop it. Y'all quit playing. Quit playing.
Sub 30 is insane, especially on the current console generation.
Went so wrong. A few good parts of it shine through in a few key areas, like the impressive open world Gotham sandbox, but it's...
Wait, so is it completely open world? Because it says the open world sandbox. So is it completely open world? I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to a game like this, and I'm not like the one central character, like I'm not playing with one central character, I don't know how this open world is gonna really be. Like I don't know. Like Batman's not in this world. I don't know. Let's keep going.
Impressive open world Gotham sandbox, but its problems never let me enjoy the moment-to-moment crime fighting nearly as much as Bat Family fans deserve.
I don't know why, but it's like they can't make this cinematic looking. Like Arkham City was, oh my gosh, Arkham City was like the peak of like the Arkham games. Arkham Knight is the best gameplay wise, obviously, because it's just top notch. But when it comes to upgrading, like upgrading from like coming from one game to another, like the difference between Arkham Asylum to City was insane. Like to me, Arkham City is one of the best superhero games of all time, just because of how innovative it was. I mean, even Arkham Asylum was good too because of how innovative it was. But the way that it took what Arkham Asylum had and improved so much upon it. Oh my gosh. Arkham City is like one of my favorite games of all time. Now the action words on the screen killing me. Sub 30, yeah. Sub 30 is insane. Apparently you're going to have to play as all 4 characters to get the complete story. Hopefully they all play differently. I don't want to play with the same character just with different skins. To me, that's stupid. That's stupid. Let's keep going though. Like look how they make him look so weak. Like look at this. Why? See, that part right there just makes him look so weak.
Just like Bruce Wayne, Gotham Knights was born to a well-respected and rich family, in this case, the 4 third-person action games in the Arkham series. That's not to say that this is a sequel to those games. In a lot of places, it goes out of its way to break with Arkham canon and chart its own vigilante-based course. But when you're stealthily grappling from ledge to ledge, crawling through ventilation shafts, and beating up groups of criminals in a rhythmic combat system, it's impossible not to compare it to the vastly superior Arkham games. One key difference is that here you get to play as your choice of the 4 mostly lovable heroes, Nightwing, Batgirl, Red Hood, and Robin. But no matter who you play as, you'll still zip around in open-world Gotham, delivering justice to all manner of superstitious cowards and unraveling a troubling mystery in the iconic city's murky streets. That mystery revolves around the death of none other than the Batman himself, which serves as a solid kicking off point for a new generation of crime fighters to take the spotlight. In the wake of the Dark Knight's demise, Bruce Wayne's ragtag gang of current
Why the graphics look so Why the graphics look so I love all of them, but Arkham Knight was the only one 100% so much fun. Yeah. Well, I mean, 100% all of them, but or do you mean trophy wise? Trophy wise, I don't be doing that. As long as I get 100%, whatever the game got and the contents in the game, I'm cool with that. I don't be doing the whole trophy hunter thing. That's just not my style generally. Once I'm done with the game, I'm done. You feel me? But yeah, I love all the Arkham games too. I might have to get this. We might play this Sunday. It's still October, so yeah. All right. Let's keep going.
And former sidekicks step into the fray to fill his formidable shoes, and serves as a strong premise to what ultimately turns out to be a lackluster story full of foreseeable twists and unsurprising turns.
Let's go back out there and stop Breeze before he kills anyone else.
I knew exactly who this masked character was when I first laid eyes on him, and while I really like the Court of Owls as villains in the comics, here the shadowy secret society never manages to pose any kind of actual threat.
The last time an intruder set foot here was more than a century ago. The punishment for this insult remains the same.
It's all followed up with an ending that's foreshadowed so frequently and unsubtly that I involuntarily cringed when they actually went through with it.
Hiya, bird brain.
Combat is sadly one of the worst parts about Gotham Knights, and
that's the main game. That's the main part of the game. Oh, that's a L. That's a L. Oh, that's a L. No. Oh. Keep going. That really makes me sad.
Bird brain.
Combat is sadly one of the worst parts about Gotham Knights.
Oh,
and
that
that's
hurts
not
to
a
hear
great
again.
thing to have to say about a game that's virtually all about combat. It's not the worst thing I've ever played, but if you were hoping for a return to the smooth, incredibly fine-tuned brawls of the Arkham series, you're in for a rude awakening when you're smacked in the face with this underwhelming substitute.
Right there! That's the fam!
The oversimplification of combat is perhaps best exemplified by the complete absence.
Wait, what do you mean the oversimplification? You keep getting hit. How is it oversimplified? Why do you keep getting hit? Or whoever's recording this, why do they keep getting hit? It can't be that simple.
By the complete absence of anything resembling the Arkham games' counter system, and a mission that still baffles me even after completing it. At its best, dishing out justice is merely boring. You just repeat
Sam, get this game so we can play it on Sunday. Sam, get this game so we can play it on Sunday.
the same attacks and wait for your special ability meter to charge up and enemy health bars to whittle down. At its worst, it's actively frustrating, as you're hit by attacks that seem almost impossible to dodge and don't feel like you have full control of your character. It doesn't help that the oddly brief campaign is padded out with hours of busy work, like repeated sections where you have to wander around Gotham interrogating a string of different criminal factions, headed by everyone from Harley Quinn to Mr. Freeze to gather clues about the next story development.
I'm not gonna lie, Mr. Freeze does a card though. He does a card.
I stole vengeance.
And doing dull side quests to unlock table stakes features like fast travel. In between all those chores, you'll also have to contend with the RPG elements that force you to grind and min-max equipment before the next story mission can be tackled. All of these things do little more than drag out a story that's rarely worth the squeeze, and make the pacing even more of a drag than it already is. Even if you...
Let me see. I'm gonna be on vacation from Sunday to Thursday. I might be down to play next Sunday. All right. Gotham Knights. Bad combat with sub 30 frames ain't no way. Big facts. Every review I've seen says combat is the worst part. Jesus. But I want it on PC. I'm not playing no 30 frames on my PS5, bro. Makes sense. It's not the worst thing I've played. I wonder what the worst thing is then. Was that supposed to be Harley? Yeah. Harley looks bad. Yeah. Mr. Freeze hard? Yes.
Give it here.
She looks so good in the Arkham games. This is facts.
are just running around Gotham.
This is definitely a downgrade in terms of quality. In terms of quality, this is all the way a downgrade.
Aimlessly or tackling minor crimes, though, the city itself can at least be a highlight. It may not get a lot right, but WB Games Montreal succeeds at capturing the fantasy of exploring a crime-ridden city as a caped crusader, and I lost hours of time just grapple hooking around and exploring the area. Doing so with a friend is also rewarding, especially since there are no limitations for how far you can be from one another. You can fight together or split up to search for clues to unlock the next main mission, or tackle optional quests twice as fast as you'd be able to do on your own, even if those generally just boil down to more repetitive punching. When so much of Gotham Knights is dull, it's fortunate that each of the 4 protagonists are likable and well written, and there are plenty of amusing quips.
They're not well designed, I'll say that. They all look ugly. Nightwing looks like an edgelord. He looks like Damian Wayne. Wait, is this Damian Wayne or is this Tim Drake? Is this Damian Wayne or Tim Drake? Batgirl. How is Batgirl even walking? She was literally in a wheelchair. And then, Jason Todd just looks the worst. Pretty sure Robin is Damian. Okay, that would make sense. I think it's supposed to be an older Harley. This game is a joke. Rocksteady made Arkham Knight on Unreal Engine 3. She looks great in the Suicide Squad game. We watched the trailer on here before, but I don't remember how she looks. I'm probably going to pass on this. Makes sense. Pretty sure, Robin. Yeah.
To help you get through the letdown of a plot.
Freeze. Freeze can make weather now?
So I know this game isn't a direct sequel, like in terms of like in the Arkham game, like Arkham. I think it's set in the Arkham world, but it's not a sequel to actual Arkham Knight itself in terms of like the gameplay structure. So, okay. Do we get the Arkham Knight suit for Jason Todd? Do we get the Arkham Knight suit? That can be hard.
Freeze can make weather now.
Sure, Red Hood mostly just keeps talking about how he died that one time like the edgelord that he is.
You know, you weren't the first Robin, kid. Or the second.
And Robin swings wildly between being deeply depressed by his mentor's death.
Oh no, this is Tim Drake. This is Tim Drake.
And making silly jokes.
So this is the Red Robin. Okay.
But it's still impressive.
He looks like Damian Wayne. He looks a lot like Damian Wayne.
That these B-listers and sidekicks manage to step up to the plate as much as they do. It's a cool touch how all the cutscenes adapt to whoever you're playing as at that moment, with custom dialogue. And I love how many cool costume options are available for each of them. That said, glitches do occasionally cause otherwise touching story moments to
Wait, why is this? Oh no, bro. Oh man, what's this little jacket strings on, man? Them things just like this. This jacket string. Look, he might be cold. Imagine if I streamed like this all the time. What is this? I didn't even realize. No, this is insane.
Do occasionally cause otherwise touching story moments to instantly transform into comedies. Like this cutscene where Red Hood's hoodie drawstrings tried to kill everyone.
Gotham City becomes ground zero for a goddamn war.
Compounding the gameplay issues are the
Red Hood looks hard right there. Nope, never mind. I spoke too soon.
RPG mechanics, which only serve to further muddy the waters with disorganized menus that have you grinding to unlock and craft better gear. It just never let me feel
he looks
completely
hard.
in control
Nope,
of my loadout.
never mind again.
For example, you might want to obtain weapons that apply a freezing status effect to your enemies, but might not have the right items available at your current level to let you create that build. Trading with other players or targeting certain loot
You could trade? Hold up.
isn't an option, so you're forced to
Now, what you doing with the Usopp slingshot, man? What's he doing with that, man? You got some batarangs. Throw them things.
use whatever you've got lying around from random drops. That was a constant frustration. Combat never gained enough complexity to become interesting, but I can give it credit for the diversity of options available to you in its 4 playable characters. You can opt to be a DPS-focused, gun-toting maniac with Red Hood, or a stealthy, tech-hacking egghead by playing Batgirl. Stealthing around with Robin to take out enemies quietly is a markedly different experience from playing Nightwing, who specializes in dancing around the map and buffing allies. And that means you can pick the character that best suits your playstyle and customize it to your liking. Momentum abilities which do things like let Robin become invisible or let Nightwing cast a healing bubble also help to break up the monotony, at least a little bit. To be clear, I wouldn't call any of them good due to the failings of the combat system as a whole, but at least they're different. If you can conscript someone into joining you even after they've watched this review,
Well, Batman would have hated that.
playing with a friend is undoubtedly a better experience. For one, combat tends to go by much faster with someone else at your side, and pulling off stunts like team attacks, where 2 characters work together to execute a sweet finisher, is one of the better things combat has to offer. Unfortunately, many missions feel like they're balanced specifically for 2 crime fighters, leaving anyone hoping to treat this as a solely single-player game in a little bit of a lurch.
Brace yourself.
Gotham Knights also suffers from performance issues.
Oh, no.
Stop it. Y'all quit playing. Quit playing.
That did not look good. Wow, that did not look good. That did not look good at all.
Game in a little bit of a lurch.
Brace yourself.
Gotham Knights also suffers from performance issues that range from amusing bugs to annoying hindrances, the most grave of which is the frame rate. On the Xbox Series X, it was rare to see a stable 30 FPS, especially when out in the open world or during cutscenes, and God forbid I ride on my motorcycle for any amount of time. Beyond that, my time in Gotham saw occasional crashes, disconnects during multiplayer sessions, and various bugs. I wouldn't call it broken, but it certainly was not a smooth ride. Gotham Knights is a consistently disappointing return to Batman's troubled city, and a distinct step backwards from the past decade plus of Batman games. Even if running around Gotham in 2-player co-op can be decent fun, and each of the 4 playable crime fighters are well executed in their dialogue and distinct moves, too many of the fundamentals fall short for me to recommend it. From the inconsistent frame rates, to the weak story, to one-note combat that rarely feels good, there was virtually always something going wrong to make sure I wasn't experiencing the triumphant return with my friends at my side I had envisioned. For more, check out our reviews of A Plague Tale: Requiem and Scorn. And for everything else,
that's tough. That's tough.
Are you dead ass, Ed Bowie?
Yeah, that one's a tough one. I might not have to get that one. Let me see.